Good morning. Today is Saturday the 28th of September and I'm just getting ready to go out, and I thought I'd do a little chat with you. So the reason I'm doing this video, and I'd like to start doing more of these videos, is because I know that I haven't been as consistent on this channel as I'd like to. Working from home, I don't need to put my makeup on. And when I do these videos, I do like to look a bit more presentable. And the reason I'm starting like this is because I thought, well, you know what, this is what I look like. I have put foundation on just to get rid of these sort of dark circles. But I thought, let me just put it out there and let you see me how I am. So when I started this channel, I wanted it to be a bit of a documentation of how my life has evolved from the time I started being on my own again. I'm not sure whether you've looked back through the past videos, but basically I had to start all over again in the past 18 months. So last year I moved out finally, and the first 10 months was the hardest I've had to deal with in life in a very, very long time. It was very scary because I gave up my job to a degree because of the location of where I moved to with this person. The discard from a narcissistic person is the most horrific thing that you could ever go through. The reason I've started today really is that as I've looked through my phone and I'm looking up photos and videos that I've taken over time, I've realised that I wish I had documented my life and my journey a bit more, just to share that with you and for me to look back on as well. I think that's a bit better. I didn't realise I was talking without my eyebrows on. The lack of eyebrows is the one feature that really embarrasses me when it comes to the way how I look. That is one reason why I've not really carried on with these more informal videos, because I hate having to put on my eyebrows. But hey ho, you've seen me without them now, so hopefully as we progress through these videos that maybe I should be more accepting of myself, but hopefully you'll be more accepting of me. I hope that over time I will be more comfortable with less makeup on and be able to share these videos or my thoughts about what's going on as a woman starting over again at over 50. I don't want this channel to be a dumping ground for my emotions and bad times. I also want to have the fun things in life. This past week I have had a few incidences where things have happened where I thought, oh, that's really showing me that I don't accept or approve of myself as much as I thought I had done. And if you've looked through some of the previous videos recently, that I've talked about how I've been doing a lot of work in terms of journaling and working on myself for self-confidence and really for self-acceptance. And this past week has really shown that although I am in a lot better place, like more than I was last year, there are still a lot of work in progress that I have to work through, and that is self-acceptance and self-approval. And that's been really highlighted because I found myself the other night when I woke up probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep again because there was this nagging feeling about feeling rejected, feeling not good enough. And I went back to an audiobook I'll put the link in the description down below. And it's by Louise Hay, which I had probably 15 years and I haven't listened to for about 10 years or more. And the book is called You Can Heal Your Life. And for me, that was a really good life-changing audiobook. And this week, it's weird that I found myself going back and started listening to it again, which made me realise that there is still a lot of self-approval and self-acceptance that I need to work on. When we're younger, we think, oh yeah, when you're 50 you don't need people's approval and you can get on with your life and you've got loads of life experiences. But I don't know how you feel, but for me, I think having gone through the past 2 years, at least 18 months, I've had to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of work on myself. And although it's been tough and it's been definitely a learning experience, with hindsight now I realise that the reason I got myself into that situation, or into this situation, is because of my own insecurities and my own self-doubt, my own lack of self-respect and lack of self-belief at the time. I thought, this guy is promising me a lot of things, and don't get me wrong, I was in a good situation at the time. The way I was looking after myself, I had no debt, 0 balances on my credit cards. I was just living life and paying my bills. That's all I had, so I was in a really good position. I was also in a good career. Silly me, and hand on heart, at least I can accept it, and I have to accept it, because I know that the only way that we can move forward in life is by taking accountability for our actions, and that is what I'm doing here. Unfortunately, I wasn't as self-aware or self-confident as I thought I was, and here I am, living in shared accommodation, but at least I am in a more comfortable environment. Shared accommodation. I would prefer to be living on my own, like how I had my own flat when I met my ex. Going back to the story of why I'm starting doing this, I've been looking at the photos and videos on my phone recently. I wish I had recorded more or shared more of my journey throughout what's going on. I've had some really down times when I didn't have a lot of money and I had more month than money and not enough food to last a month, and I wish I'd shared more of my emotional and mental thoughts that I had been going through. What I want to be able to do is see and document how my life is transforming and getting better, and the things that I've had to do to make my life better. That is my plan moving forward for this channel. So I'm going to finish my makeup, and I thought I'd take you on my day out into just looking around the shops. So I bought one of these a couple of months ago, or maybe a bit longer now, and they were absolutely, or rather it was absolutely delicious. I'm probably being brave putting this out, but this is why you never go out hungry, because you'll buy things that you don't need but you want.
One pound, young man. How are you?
That is mine.
That's 190, please.